How you doing? Welcome.
Doing all right.
Welcome. How are you liking it so far? Your team's on a little bit of a winning streak right now, getting everything on the same page.
I'm loving it. We're working hard. We're playing hard together, communicating well, listening to our coaching staff, and going out there and executing our plays. So I'm loving it, and all the guys loving it also.
How do you like the Philippines, though? I mean, aside from playing basketball and playing on arguably one of the more popular teams in the country, how are you liking the country so far?
I love it. The shopping is great. I love shoes, so I go buy a lot of shoes.
Your mom's going to love it.
Yeah, she's going to love it. Also, my brother, I've been getting him shoes, too. So, and the food is great. And it's easy to just walk to like a Fridays or go to the mall. So everything is great right now.
All right. You know, we see you out there. You're playing fantastic basketball for your team. But let's start out to how it all began. How did you get into basketball?
Actually, I played football first in the 7th grade, but I got my first hit and realized that wasn't for me. I only wanted to do it because my brother played football, but I realized, I started getting taller, my knees was hurting a lot, so I just go to the gym and play around, and I realized I got good at it. My brother just told me, this is 8th grade, maybe you should stick to basketball.
How tall were you then?
Like 6'6".
Okay, so you cannot find a
that's
first
year high school
football
in the Philippines.
So, yeah.
6'6", and you knew right away that, hey, this is something that I want to do?
Not right away. At first, I thought it was kind of embarrassing. I wasn't too good, and I couldn't catch. So I didn't like it at
Don't
first.
say you're not too good. You were bad.
I was really bad.
It was terrible. He's pretty good now, Coach. He's pretty good. And then from there, you became an All-American.
Yeah, that was definitely. It felt unreal when I heard I was a McDonald's All-American, because a lot of guys the year before that, I used to watch TV and watch like guys like J.R. Smith and a lot of guys that I played against in it, and I realized that I was being counted as one of those guys. It was an unreal feeling for me.
Are you talking about the J.R. Smith?
Not that one.
Not that J.R. Smith.
Are you sure? Just making sure.
I got a question for you. You playing for the Ginebra Kings, who is the top team right now with the most fans in the Philippines, and there's always pressures for the import to perform really well. And do you feel any kind of pressure that you would want to bring your game every night? Because if you don't perform well, you'll be sent home right away. Do you think about that?
No, that be the guys that come in here and worry about that and be guys sent home. I just come in and play my style of basketball. The first day, I just talked to the coaching staff and my teammates and was like, I'm not this guy who's gonna, go out and play one-on-one basketball. I like playing team ball, and everybody pretty much get a feel for that, and that's what I did. So I went out there, I was, caught lobs, kept the energy high, and that's all I think about.
And they're loving you for it.
Yeah.
Right now.
And going back to your the team play goes back all the way to your college stint. Talk to us about playing for Florida.
That was a great feeling. I actually went to Georgetown first for 2 years, and I realized that it was a different situation for me. The style of play wasn't the kind that I looked forward to, and I played behind two great players, in Roy Hibbert and Jeff Green. So I transferred to Florida, and Coach Donovan gave me a chance, and Chandler Parsons from the Rockets was a main guy who helped me come there, and we just bond together, and practice was hard, the games was even tougher, and Coach D really made me realize how much I had to work to get to the level I'm at. Yeah,
and you played, Florida has a great pedigree for turning out really good basketball players. Chandler Parsons, a good friend of yours, now part of the Houston Rockets. Talk about playing in the NBA. You were drafted. How was that like?
That was great. The draft night was one of the best nights I ever felt in my life. As far as,
of course you got nervous.
I was very nervous, but they actually called me before the pick came up and told me I was getting taken.
Okay.
So I kind of
relaxed.
So
you ended up with what pick?
The 52nd pick, the Detroit Pistons.
Detroit Pistons.
But the first day of training camp, obviously I came into the lockout, so the first 4 months we had no basketball. So I was just in LA training with my agency and a couple guys that signed with us. And when the lockout was over, it was pretty much. It was exciting, but I was also nervous because, being a second-round pick, you're not guaranteed anything.
Right.
So I went in training camp and just played hard and ended up sticking through the year.
Aaron Ataydepo, with Barangay Ginebra San Miguel Import, Vernon Macklin, and of course, Coach Jojo Lastimosa. Coach, your thoughts on the game? Big win for Rain or Shine, stopping that two-game losing streak.
Yeah, big win, and I seldom get right in my predictions. And tonight was a night where I was right. And I knew that kind of the Drainor is going to come out really playing tonight because, again, Yangyo will be on their faces if they lose 3 straight.
Best player of the game, Paul Lee. Vernon, you know, when you came in here and you saw Paul Lee, you're like, I like that guy. And what makes you so, you know, what makes you like his game?
He's a hard-nosed, tough kind of guy. He drives the ball really tough, and he just plays so physical, offense and defense, and he looks to score a lot. And he attacks most of the time, so I just like the way he played the basketball game. All
right, so let's now take a look at let's get to meet Vernon a little bit more as we're done with our first game. At magpapakita po tayo ng mga pictures dito at pag nakita ni Vernon, he's going to talk a little bit about what he sees on the screen. So, Vernon, talk us through this. Let's take a look at some of the pictures. Okay, there you go. In the McDonald's All-American jersey.
Yeah, that was you know, my senior year in 06. I got selected to be in the McDonald's All-American game, and I played for the East. It was a lot of great guys in that game. You know, the best player of the game was obviously Kevin Durant. It was a great feeling being a McDonald's All-American player that year for me.
Who else was on that team?
My team was me, the Lopez brothers, Mike Conley was our point guard, and Thaddeus Young, that play for Philly right now. So they were the starting guys for that team.
Oh, that's a pretty good line. Next up, there. I don't believe that's Jonas' brother. That is Chandler Parsons. You're very close to Chandler, right?
Yeah, that's a close friend of mine. He was the main reason why I transferred to Florida. He's a cool guy. He's real funny, just like me. We like to play around it, but when we get on the court, we play hard. So that's actually one night of us hanging out after a big win. So I remember that picture. I think it was actually his birthday, too.
Nice. Next up, our next picture. Well, what's going on here?
That's in Turkey. The team I played for, they made those specialized carpets, and we got the chance to go out there and make those carpets, and that's the one me and my teammate Masoud designed.
How was your experience in Turkey? I mean, that was the only other place that you played international ball. How do you compare Turkey to the Philippines?
Turkey was really tough for me as far as, you know, no English really. The food, I couldn't really deal with the food. Just the living arrangement.
They don't have shop out there.
No,
of course, Vernon Macklin, a big fan of Siopaw.
Yeah.
We'll get into that a little bit more. Let's head into your social media comments. Lahat po ng mga tanong na pinadala nyo para kay Vernon. And first up, it is coming from Chester. Vernon, why is your jersey number 22?
I texted my brother before I came out here. My agent asked me, you know, what numbers did you want to choose from? 32 is normally my number, but Keith has it on my team. So I texted my brother and asked him a list of numbers, and the first number he texted back was 22. He liked 22, so I decided to go with 22. I just said, what's your favorite numbers? And he texted, his first number he sent me was 22, and I asked was that available, and they told me yes, so I took it.
Nice. Next up naman, galing kay John, what are your unforgettable moments when you were in the NBA?
Probably the last game, watching Ben Wallace retire, because he played in Virginia Union, and that's like an hour where I was born and raised, and he's the big idol back home for coming to Virginia Union again and going to the NBA and being a Hall of Famer. So watching him, his last game, and he was like a big brother to me with the Pistons. He used to talk to me a lot. He helped me out with a lot of things off the court and on the court as far as speaking to me. So watching him play his last game was pretty tough for me to just see him go out like that.
I mean, of course, the experience is a little bit different, but what are the things that are similar between the NBA and the PBA, playing in both atmospheres?
I can say, obviously, you know, the big teams like the Thunder and the Heat, I actually went into those games and I seen the crowd, the fan base on how the fan reacts to their big plays and stuff. And coming here and actually being one of those top teams and one of the top fan base and just seeing how they react to all our dunks and plays. So I would say the fan base is pretty much really high intense.
All right. Next up naman, galing kay Ken. How do you find the Philippines so far? And, you know, okay, let's change it up. We talked about it a while ago. What's the love affair with Siopaw? Where did that start?
After practice one day, I seen some of my teammates was eating it, and normally I'm kind of scared to try a lot of different foods because the way my stomach is. But
so were you surprised that after practice they serve rice to you?
I was surprised, but I was happy. I ain't had to spend I ain't got to keep spending money on food. But when I seen my teammates eating, I actually asked Chris what was it. He was like, "It's pretty good. Just try it." And I bit into it, and they gave me the sauce. I don't know the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I put it up there, and it was pretty good. And I turned around, and it was recording everything. But it was really good. I like it a lot.
All right. Now, last question, galing kay Lane. Have you learned any Tagalog words? And if they are, please make them not profanity.
Well, I'm gonna just leave that one alone.
Coach, when you were still playing, what were like the words that you would teach your
No, I don't
import?
teach them.
You
Yeah,
know?
they learn on their own. Maybe from hearing the other players cuss.
I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. Now, next up, let's take a look at our next game, because coming up next, San McCoffey taking on Air 21, and the import of San McCoffey is actually a very good friend of Vernon, Denzel Bulls, and let's take a look at the matchup that you guys had during Manila Classico when San McCoffey and Ginebra played. How was that game for you?
That was a great game. It felt like actually back home. You know, me and Denzel go to the same gym in the summertime, and we play versus each other. So it's fun. You know, we just play hard. We used to seeing each other off the court so much. Actually getting on the court and playing versus a guy you've been seeing since AAU ball was a great feeling. It was. It felt like I said, it felt like being back home playing against a guy you normally see all summer.
Is that why you had a little bit more of an edge in this game? Because you played against him so many times that when you got on the court again, it was like, oh, I've been here before.
No, it wasn't that. I was really worried about, you know, our team just handling what we had to do. You know, Debo is a tough player to defend one-on-one, so Coach came up with a defense assignment for, you know, Billy and those guys to start on them early and, you know, try to get them off the post a little bit.
I covered that game.
Yeah. So that's mainly what it was about. It was about, you know, just going through our defense.
Back with us here at the Active Center, Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel import, Vernon Macklin. And Vernon, you know, we had a great time, but let's take a look again at some more pictures that we got, and just walk us through what you see. And let's start out with this picture that we are waiting for. It is on the way. There it is.
That's a picture of me.
Suspense lang.
So which one is you?
I'm the little one. That's
Okay.
the funny part about it. That's me and my brother. It was Throwback Thursday, so I just wanted to show people I was once really small, and my brother was way bigger than me, and I show the difference now. I'm way taller than my brother. He's only 6'3" now.
How big was your biggest growth spurt?
My biggest growth spurt was probably from the 8th to the 9th grade. I think I got from like 6'6" to like 6'9" real quick. I got tall. Like my freshman year of high school, I was close to 6'9". So
Next up,
that's me and my brother right there for his birthday in December. So
that shirt looks familiar.
yeah, it's my shirt right here.
Did you also have some battles with your brother when playing one-on-one? Like the usual brotherly rivalry?
Was he play basketball too?
Not really. My brother was play football.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I tried football first. He wasn't really a basketball kind of guy. He just liked the physical contact in football.
All right. Next up.
That's the house I surprised my mom with. That's my brother right there walking from the truck, actually. I surprised my mom with that house.
You're just moving in?
Yeah, the movers is just, she didn't even see the house yet, so that was the day of. And I surprised her on that night.
That's nice. You bought your mom a house.
Yeah, and that was the first night in the house. She was just, as you can see, everything, well, nothing decorated yet. I just put the stuff in there and let her finish on her own, but that's her and my brother first night just sitting down there, and I was on the balcony, I just took a picture of it.
You see, because the Filipinos are very family-oriented, and speaking of family-oriented, next up?
That's my newborn son. He was born January 28th. That's Vernon Macklin, and I can't wait to go back home to see him.
Yes, and there's one more. Oh, look at that.
That's his game face right there. He got his game face on. We're on FaceTime.
It looked like LA Tenorio just threw him an alley-oop. And that's exactly your reaction after every alley-oop that LA throws you. At least he has the dad face going on. I like that. He learned it.
I told him, show me your game face. That was his game face.
All right, let's head into your social media comments. Para sa ating kasama ngayon si Vernon Macklin. And we start out coming from Tanya. Vernon Macklin, how did you feel when you saw the Ginebra crowd? And why are you smiling when you dunk? Go BGSM, never say die. Yeah, when when you walked in, I mean, you probably didn't know all that much about the team, but when you walked out there for the first time and you saw the crowd and how energetic they were, how was that?
It actually felt like I was, like I said, back at Florida, the University of Florida. The crowd is amazing there. When you step on the court and you see how the crowd is, it makes you want to do things and get the crowd on your side, and that also gives the team more energy and also you. So when I seen the crowd, I was pretty excited.
And you also don't want to screw up.
I don't really think about that. I just think about trying to keep everybody on our side.
Last comment natin galing kay Christian Vega. VMAT, ano ang nararamdaman mo kapag nag-chant na yung Ginebra fans? So, pretty much like the question a while ago, but a little bit more specific. How does it feel for somebody that had, about 2 months ago, did not have any idea what Ginebra was, but to now being on the court, and when you hear the Ginebra, Ginebra, I mean, are you shocked at how much fans are out here and supporting your team?
I wouldn't say shocked, because when I first decided to come here, everybody told me it was the most popular team in the Philippines. So when I came here, the feeling of listening to it is really exciting, though. You know, like last game, we came down to the crunch time, and I heard the fans. You just want to pull out for the fans and get that win for those guys. And also when I get back and I see the tweets and everybody talking to me, is a great feeling.
And what do you think about that? When somebody would say it's better to die than to see Barangay Ginebra lose, are you okay with that? Are you okay?
I call that a diehard fan. That's a diehard fan, literally.
Yeah, well, the Ginebra kind of sounds like Florida, so maybe that's why it kind of helps you out just a little bit. Active-centered. We gave out this challenge a while ago. Since walang laban si Kobe Saya at si J.R. Pepe Smith sa ating dunk showdown, it is now time for the Siopaw Showdown. Being that Vernon Macklin is a big fan of Siopaws, we thought that we will see who can finish a Siopaw the fastest. So all three of you will eat at the same time?
With the paper
No,
behind?
the paper.
Okay, we'll take out the paper.
Somebody might die.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. J.R. Pepe Smith.
Do we time it? What? Do we time it?
Whoever finishes first will win.
Okay.
But you know what?
Ready.
Before we do that, Vernon, you want to say hi to anybody?
I just want to say hi and to all my fans and also the Ginebra fans. Just keep on cheering us on. We're going to keep on playing hard for everyone. And thanks to Troop Shot for all the love and also my barber.
All right. Coach, greetings.
Well, Kit Kat will be graduating my second daughter this Friday in Ateneo. All right, so we'll be there.
Here we go. It is now time for the Siopaw Showdown. You don't want no sauce? No?
Two.
Ready? And go! And with the early lead, Kobe Saya, J.R. Smith, ayaw niya na
5
patama
seconds.
yung bigote niya sa kanyang siopaw kasi baka mamaya mag-iba yung lasa. Kobe Saya, going strong. Vernon Macklin, chilling like a villain. Steady going. Kobe Saya, oo ka lang ng oo dyan. Baka gusto mo seryosohin.
Come on, guys, 30 seconds.
Uy,
slow.
Isama ka naman, uy! Ano ba, may contest dito? Baka mamatay ka. Vernon Macklin, coming towards the end, Kobe Saya with the buzzer beater! And Kobe Saya winning the Siopaw Showdown!
He's still the champ.
Para sa amin lahat dito sa December, we'll see you next time!